ਮੇਰਾ ਗੁਣ ਆਪ ਗੁਣ ਨਾ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਕੋਈ, ਮੇਰਾ ਗੁਣ ਆਪ ਗੁਣ ਨਾ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਕੋਈ, ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰੋ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰੋ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰੋ।
Tell us about the history of this Gurdwara Sahib in Derry.
Let me start with the history of the building. The building was built in 1915. So this building is a very historic building. It belonged to the Presbyterian Church. It was their school building where they had about 100 children. We had communication in the early 1990s with the church next door, the Presbyterian Church. And one of the fears was that this building, a historic building, a peaceful building, a place of learning should remain a peaceful place of learning. And Sikh, as you know, a Sikh is a learner. And it's the heart of our community and our upbringing is learning from Baba Guru Nanak Dev Ji. And we have restored the building as a Gurdwara, a sacred place of learning. And that's one of the great achievements. And the Presbyterian Church are very pleased with passing the building on to people that are going to look after it and it's going to remain peaceful. Their fears was that it may become a nightclub or something like that and it would disturb the peace next door. So we have a great relationship with the Presbyterian Church. Recent history with this building is that in 2021 November we had a fire. So the Gurdwara Sahib, Derry, Londonderry, and the reason we use the Derry, Londonderry here is that the Protestant people, the Orange people, their great Orange race who see themselves as British, and the nationalists see themselves as Irish. So we use both names, and it's a democratic country now because you're free to use Derry or Londonderry depending on which side of the water that you're on. And us Sikhs are here for a purpose, is to bring peace. We're a peaceful people. And we communicate with all, we integrate and communicate with all communities. You've seen the building has been passed on willingly, which isn't been sold, it's been passed on willingly.
ਮੇਰੇ ਮਨ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਸੇਵ।
Dr. Chuk, tell us about the community here.
Hamidji, this is a very, very close-knit Indian community in this city. I tell you my story. When I came to this city, I was only thinking of staying in the city for 3 months or 4 months.
When was that?
That was in 2006. Okay. And means like I was very new to this city. I didn't know anyone. Was like, I used to go to work to my home and that was my daily routine. And then somebody told me about a Gurdwara in Spencer Road here. And that fine morning, that was Sunday, I still remember, I met Amarjit. And that was it. Like, on that single day, I met almost probably 100 plus people. And they were so welcoming. They were so helpful. At that time, particularly at that time, I was going through some crisis also. And these people were so helpful. Means I needed them in middle of the night, they were there. I needed them in the morning, they were there. So I just stayed in this city. And especially the Punjabi community here. You know, you will be amazed to see that I have a very close connection with the Punjabi community here, and especially the people who are in their 60s and 80s. I love to, sit with them and chit-chat with them because they have a lot of experience and how they actually moved from a small village in Punjab. And imagine, like you and me, if doing the same thing, probably people will say, oh, God, are you crazy? They didn't know a word of English. They didn't know, they didn't have much of money in hand. But they actually, from a remote village, they made their journey to this part of the world. Never knew anyone in this city. They started their business, and most of them at the minute have built a business empire, and they are actually adding to the economy of the city. They are the, I know few families, they are the probably in first 5 of the richest families in this city.
And what happened after the fire? It was restored?
Yes. One of the things, we had many hurdles with an insurance company, which I think should remain private, with negotiations, and because people obviously have a living to make and so on. And I thought, I think I need to do a bit of Sewa. It came to me, that my faith came back to me. I feel that I should give a little bit more, because when I went to India and I had experiences with young children with much less than me, and things through 30 years and 40 years in the Troubles, brought up as a child in the Troubles, I think that peace is so important. And ironically, my upbringing, I met many great people from many different faiths. I have met John Hume, the Nobel Peace Prize winner, who is in the history of the city. This is actually known as the John Hume city. John Hume was a person who had very close connections with all community and that. And John and I often thought that we were not different in our thinking. This is how I think we did communicate and become friends, because I knew him as a child. He was older than me, and I always think it's very, very important to listen to people that are older and wiser. There's like my mother, my father, Uncle Panasar, Uncle Sandhu. I always listened to people that are much older.
Originally you are from Jalandhar?
We are from Jalandhar, yes. My family originated from Jalandhar. My father's side of the family are from a village just outside Jalandhar called Koala. And my mother's side is from Fatehpur. And how we came to be here, our family here in Derry City, just sidetracking a little bit, but I think it's important. In 1929, I've started doing the research. My master arrived here. He started the rag trade, which is known as a clothing trade, fashion trade nowadays, door to door. And then my Massey joined him. My Massey went back, and my master went back, and my uncles came here. Then my dad came here, and I came here as an infant at about 4 years of age. My brother was about 2. And we went to school here, the model primary school we attended. And I think we attended Foyle College simply because religion wasn't an issue.
So economics has been your subject?
Yes, I have studied, I've done my primary degree in economics, and I have done postgraduate work in IT and management, and I qualified with a PGCE in expert teaching, because I think that teaching is a good profession for me, because again, a Sikh is a learner, and I think we need to pass on and help others to learn. My view of teaching is not, I don't believe that I can teach anybody anything, but I think I can help them to learn.
And you have been an economics teacher?
Yes. I've taught economics, business studies, key skills out of both Ulster University and in the Northwest College here, and I have worked as a principal moderator, assistant principal moderator with the curriculum authority here. Helped write the business studies syllabus. We worked many things on key skills and work-based qualifications, which have, as you see today, the government are implementing work-based qualifications. We started this work in the 1990s. The implementation of work-based qualifications into colleges and schools and key skills after consultation with industry.
Going forward, where would you like to take this Sewa?
Well, it's very, very important. Sewa is a concept, selfless service. It started where I realized, and the light was that the Guru's house should be much better than my house, because this is the Guru's house. It's not just a building for my business or my house. This is a universal house and when you come here, as you've seen today with the Irish person Damon, as you've seen, he comes here and he feels the spirituality, and he is totally at ease with Sikhism. And I want to see our children having less of a gap. As a child, I was the only Sikh or coloured face in my whole school, or maybe my class. Then my cousin Jimmy, I see, maybe two. And there got to be a great gap from home, where I left my Babaji at the 4 years of age to now. And I don't want our next generation of children to have the same gap. I want them to be proud of the gift that the Guru has given us. I want them to learn about the Sikh history. I want them to embrace diversity, because one of the words of one of the great people, I think Baba Guru Nanak used the same words, that difference is the essence of humanity. Yes, John Hume said, we are all born different. And in the Gurbani, the words are there, we are all born different. Before you can become a good Sikh, Hindu, Muslim, any religion, the Gurbani makes it clear that you have to be a good human being first. And my aim in life is to give back what the Guru has given me. I've been very fortunate in life that I've been successful. I don't see myself as a businessman. A lot of people may say, oh, there's a businessman. I see myself as a social entrepreneur.
What is it that you will attribute this quality to? Their spiritual strength, their physical strength, perseverance, or all of that?
See, I am a very firm believer of spiritual strength. Whatever you do, I know people say hard work is always, it pays off. People talk about, physical strength. But I think unless until you have a spiritual strength, it's your all the hard work, your all the efforts may not reap those, similar rewards as if you're a believer. And I do believe that in Sikhism, this is the main route. Wherever the Sikh people have gone, they have added to the economy. They have given so much to the community that, I'm not talking about this city particularly. You go to anywhere, any Gurdwara in England, anywhere in England, even my Irish colleagues and even my English people who have come to this place, and they are amazed to see the Sewa. The people, selfless thing the people offer you. Not very long ago, I was in England, and I saw there was, in middle of nowhere, there was a Sikh group. They have a van and they have an open langar for anyone who can come and enjoy that food. So I think this kind of selfless seva, I haven't seen in any part of or any group of community.
Thank you so much, Dr. Chuk. We wish you all the success, and may Vaheguru keep showering his blessings on you.
Thanks, Shamit ji, and you're most welcome to come to this place anytime. And I actually missed your this morning Shabbat, but I heard it was very, very good, and we'll love to have you anytime.
Thank you.
Thank you
so much.
हिस्ट्री भी देख ली और बाणी का भी थोड़ा अध्ययन करी तो पता लगता है कि आप सीसगंज आखते हैं, सिरगंज नहीं आखते। श्री सीसगंज साहब सिरगंज नहीं, सीस और सिर विच अंतर है। जो मत गुरु अगे असी अर्पत करते हैं तो सीस होता है, ताई पंजा पैरा ने सीस लफज वरत्या गया है, उसमें सीस की गल है। जो सिख इडियम है इज ब्यूटीफुल, ਇਹਦਾ अपना एक शब्दावली है, इसके अपने अर्थ ने। सिर सब दे ने, सीस किसे किसे दा है। अज साडे सिर ही ने, सीस नहीं ने। सो पहला जो असी अरदास करते हैं, तू ठाकर तू पै अरदास जियो पिंड सब तेरी रात सरैंडर है। अपनी मत है जी गुरु अगे अर्पित कर देनी तो गुरु की मत लैनी, इसनूं गुरमत आखदे। यही गुरमत है, उसकी मत अख्तियार करनी, तां जो यही अरदास होंदी है कि साडे भी सीस हो। सो इस शब्द दे विच आपां जो चीज़ आपां जो एक उस विच जो सेंट्रल थीम है, अपना मन, अपनी मत, अपनी अकल गुरु अगे अर्पित करनी है, तां ही जड़ा बेला है ये सफल होता है। अदरवाइज इज जस्ट टॉक, वी आर टॉकिंग अते वो कीती गल फिर घर चले जावांगे। लेकिन इंपॉर्टेंट गल है कि सरेंडर कितना बड़ा है, और सरेंडर जड़ा है इट्स जस्ट नॉट फिजिकल। इस गुरुबाणी जड़ी है वो इनर इंजीनियरिंग है, अंदर की इंजीनियरिंग करना वो गुरबाणी सिखाती है।
अब गुण ना विचारो कोई, कृपा करो
जो गुरु स्थान है, गुरु गुरुद्वारा साहब है, वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ इट्स नॉट अ हाउस ऑफ वर्शिप जड़ा सी रूटीनली जर्नलिस्टिक लैंग्वेज विच यूज करते हैं, इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट। गुरुद्वारा जड़ा है वो सेवा का स्थान है, और सेवा बहुत इस विच जो है उसका बड़ा वाइडर पर्सपैक्टिव है। वो भुखे ले उत्थे लंगर है, उत्थे इक्वालिटी है, उत्थे विद्या का केंद्र भी है, और अगर आप सारे उत्थे स्पिरिचुअल सेंचुरी भी है, सब कुछ है। एक गुरुद्वारे की जो पुरातन परिभाषा सी कलकान सिंह नाभा उन्होंने की थी कि गुरुद्वारा सिर्फ और सिर्फ इट्स जस्ट नॉट अ हाउस ऑफ वर्शिप। इतने बहुत कुछ है, यह बहुत कुछ है, वाकई है कि जी वो गल है ना कि विच बाणी अमृत सारे, अमृत जड़ा है वो पानी विच है, और सारे अमृत ने, यानी कि एक अमृत है। अमृत का अर्थ होता है आत्मक मौत तो बचाण का एक जरिया। जो आत्मक मौत है साड़ी जिंदगी कई बार होती है, वी गेट इनटू वाइसेस एंड इट्स ह्यूमन, बट जो गुरुद्वारा साहब आते हैं उत्थे जाके जिन्हें भी समा मिलता है सानू सेवा करता है। इतने दी बड़ी कॉम्पैक्ट कम्युनिटी
तो पे स्वामी मानस की गत एही, मानस की गत एही,